Hello everyone there, this is Darro85 once again with another blog. It's been a few weeks pretty much since I did one. Mainly due to the fact is I didn't really have a lot to talk about and I didn't really get a whole lot of new games until sort of last week and yesterday there. So just basically it's going to be another standard blog pretty much. First of all, as I know I know it's said these millions of times, I've said this millions of times before, and basically I promised that I'm going to do gameplay videos and that there. I'm going to try to do videos now for the over the next week or so, just due to the fact is I'm off now, and just the really thing is though, I just really can't be bothered. It's probably laziness, I just can't be bothered doing it when I'm not really don't have a lot of time off, and therefore I just really sort of want to devote my time to gaming and that there and finishing games off and things like that now. But since I'm off now for the next 2 weeks, from like Sunday onwards, but I will be away for a few days next Monday, so I will not be on from next Monday to Thursday. Well, I'll be back on Thursday evening, since I'll be away in Prague in Czech Republic, so it will be. So do not look out for me anytime anytime during those days pretty much. So let's get going here with the games I've actually gotten, and like a few games I've been playing pretty much. I've gotten 6 games since the last time we spoke, 3 360 games and 3 PS2 games. Let's get to the PS2 games first. These are used games, of course. I'm not like one of those ones now who sort of has to have a new copy of a game though, like it's like collector's value or whatever. If I see a game cheap, I'll get it. If it works, fine. That's all I care about. I'm not one of those ones, I'll say, who fucking like say there's like a slight tear there or something, it's like dirty or something. I couldn't care about that now anyway. So anyway, let's get going here. The first game is Drakengard 2. So it is. It was a thing in GameStop, was like buy 2 games, used games, and get a selected one free. And honestly though, like the selected ones, the selection I had was pretty shite, to tell you the truth. Excuse my language, but for each of the consoles though, they usually were crap. So they were just, I couldn't be bothered with any of them, but I just had to pick one anyway, just to say it. So I got Drakengard 2. I haven't played it yet, so I haven't. But I heard it's better than the first one. I had the first one and I thought it was pretty crap, but I heard it's better. Legend of Sparrow: The Eternal Night. I have the first one on the Xbox, downloaded it, the first one of these, and I've got the third one on the 360. So basically I have the trilogy in 3 different consoles. That's pretty weird. Got this first one, The New Beginning, on Xbox, this one on the PlayStation 2, and was it Dawn of the Dragon I think it's called, on the 360. Kinda weird. And the game I got free was Sonic Heroes. There wasn't really a great bunch. There was Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, what was it, the flippin' Sonic Riders, and Yakuza, and Outrun I think was one as well. I think it was Outrun, I'm not sure. I already have Yakuza. Shadow the Hedgehog couldn't be bothered with. It's just basically, there's a lot of games there I couldn't really be bothered with. I had this game before, so I did, on the GameCube, and it was good, but I just traded it in. So, but just got it again because it was basically a best of a bad bunch. Like I didn't want Outrun, I already have. It's pretty much the same one on the 360 on the Xbox Live Arcade. And the next 3 games, for people who know me, would know that I'm not really a big fan of sports games. I don't necessarily sort of tend to play them pretty often. But that's kind of changed from yesterday, because yesterday I got 3 sports games for the 360. The first one is NHL 09. I want to get this mainly because I rented it from an online service before, and I played enough of it to warrant the purchase in the future. And it's finally seen it. It was £30 though, so it wasn't cheap though. But it's the first time I've seen it pretty much used for less than, I think it was like 50 quid. New places, and I wasn't going to pay that, so I just decided to get it now because I really enjoyed it. I played the free promo and it's very fun, and I'm going to be playing more of this soon. The Bigs 2 baseball. I got this mainly because a friend of mine got it, and we played some yesterday. So we did, and it's a very fun game. This is practically the only, I think this is the second, well, third if you count the baseball and Wii Sports, but I don't count that because it's just. But this is only the second baseball game I've ever played. I have 2 baseball games. Mainly the fact is, baseball games never tend to go out here. They're pretty much non-existent, so they are for the most part. There's a few, but there's not a whole lot. Like the first one of this never came out on any console apart from the Wii. The Wii came out in the Wii here for some reason. I just don't know why. But I played it with my friend yesterday, Dennis, and it is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It's just nuts though. It's pretty much a sane arcade baseball game with the legendary catches and things like that now. And we'll be playing more of this as well. It was only £20. It was out last week here, £20, which I was surprised, but then it came out because it was a baseball game and it's probably not going to sell whatsoever here. That's probably why it was on the cheap side. Whereas in the US, it'd be dear because baseball, of course, is way bigger over there. And finally, I got this Tiger Woods PGA Tour 10 2010 pretty much. I got this mainly because there was a championship here in the UK the last weekend, the Open Championship, so anyone from the UK would know what I'm talking about. I just actually decided to watch some of it, and I just don't know why though, but it just actually inspired me, but just got me into trying this out though. I tried the demo, liked it, played the game, got the game yesterday and played it online with friends, and played it with my brother there a few times yesterday and today, and I really like this game. I thought I wouldn't like it as much as I thought, but it's a very fun, enjoyable game. It's just one of those games. It's just one of those relaxing games though. It's like one of those games, even if you do screw up certain shots, you can't get really annoyed at it now, whereas say like in a first person shooter, you feel you just got cheated out of a kill or whatever, whereas in this here, even if you do feel like you should have gotten a shot or whatever, you don't get overly annoyed at it now, because sometimes shooters and things like that tend to be in certain parts broken, and that's just how I feel. But I really am enjoying this game though. It's just very fun to play though. It's just very easy to get into though. It's not one of those games you have to learn like 50 million buttons or 50 billion combinations or something. There's 2 different ways to play. I know sort of beginners like myself would use the 3-click swing, maybe more pro ones will probably use the analog. I don't think I'll ever use that because it's just too hard though. Sometimes you try to get it straight and it just goes flicks like that way there at the end of it. It just really it just screws up your shot pretty much, so it does. But it's a really enjoyable game though. I really like it, and I thought it would. And like, I'm not a big sports games fan. I don't really hardly play any sports games. It's like that and strategy games are pretty much the genres I barely play whatsoever. And there you go, I bought 3 games yesterday and I like them all. And finally, I'm still playing this great game here, Tales of Vesperia. Loving this game, so I am. It's just a lot of fun to play though. Really am enjoying this game. I haven't played in a few days now, but I will get back into it soon. I think about 20 odd hours into it now, 25, 30 hours into it. I haven't died once at all. Like, have died, though, like characters have died, but I haven't got like a game over screen like everyone's died and like no one can revive each other. I haven't got one of them yet, which I'm surprised because usually by this time I would have died several times. Great game. And also I played Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I rented it out really because the film was out. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. The game I enjoyed. It was pretty fair. It was alright. Not as good as the last one. Mainly because you only have 3 activities and they tend to get boring after a while. But I got all the 1,000 points in them because they're easy points. But it's not a bad game. It's an alright game. It's definitely not worth a purchase now. I can say that for sure. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have to talk about. So look out for me sometime soon. So anyway, until then, this is Darro saying goodbye.